Okay, it's day 7 of walnut pickling, and let's have a look at what we've got in here. So there is just a black oily liquid now, and the walnuts have actually submerged and completely sunk. We're going to change the brine today, and then they need to be brined for a further week. By the way, if you can hear white noise in the background of this video, it's because I've got bacon frying in the kitchen here. But let's have a look and see what's going on. Interestingly, we've got a film of like colour on the inside here, so there's been some vaporization of that sort of oily staining, and it's actually managed to stain the lid. I haven't shaken this or anything, so that's not been exposed to liquid at all. That's just from evaporated whatever. So anyway, this is what the walnuts are like at the moment. Let's have a little recap of how they've been during this week. Right, so these have been in for about 24 hours now, and yeah, it's just worth agitating them a little bit because the exposed surfaces turn dark in colour, so it's just a question of turn them all over so they all get an equal amount of time underneath the surface of the brine. But you can see the brine is already turning a weird brownish colour. That's completely normal. They look really gross at the moment, but that is actually the way they're meant to look at this stage in preparation. Okay, it's about day 4 I think of soaking these walnuts, and a change has taken place actually. The walnuts have sunk more in the pickling or the brining liquor. You can see how the colour of, or some of the staining from the walnuts is coming out. It's good to just give them a little stir so that they all get a turn fully immersed in brine. But yeah, they're definitely sitting lower in the liquid now, which means some of their juices have been drawn out and they're probably a little bit more dense. So anyway, we've still got to wait another few days before we change the brine, and then they have to soak for another week in that fresh brine. So we're still more than a week away from pickling them. The stick that I've been using to stir them has become deeply stained, but we'll have a look at that when it dries out and see what it's like, see what this walnut juice is like actually as a wood stain. Okay, it's day 5. Let's have a look and see what we've got in here now. Now, the walnuts have almost completely sunk into the brining liquor. Give them a little stir just to make sure that they're all agitated and exposed equally to the brine. Yeah, there we go. And the liquid is getting darker and darker. 2 more days to go and then we will change the brine. Okay, so today we need to change the brine, and you can see that this liquid is very, very prone to staining anything, so we're going to have to be extremely careful. In fact, I'll just show you what we're dealing with this piece of kitchen paper here. You can see that that would really, really stain fabric or anything like that if it got on it. So we've got to be ever so careful today. So we're going to drain that off, make up another brine solution that's the same strength as the one we originally used, and we'll brine them for another week. So here at the sink I've got the colander, and I'm going to very, very gingerly and carefully tip out this liquid. I can already see it splashing a little bit in some places. And those are my walnuts at the moment. They really look very, very unappetizing, but don't worry about that. That's a completely normal appearance for this stage of the game. The smell is spicy and almost slightly alcoholic actually, but anyway, so what we're going to do is we'll give this a quick rinse. I'm going to put them back in the same bowl, but we'll give them a quick rinse off. I'll make up another solution of brine, and then we're going to go back into the same bowl and cover them up. So the same brine mixture as before, which was actually, the recipe is 600 ml of water to 100 grams of salt. I've actually adjusted this. I've gone for 700 grams and about 115 grams of salt. same sort of strength. So we'll just stir that until it's dissolved. Right, there we go. So we'll now get that over the top of those walnuts. Fresh brining solution. We'll give them a little stir. They're floating again. I can already see colour coming out of them into the fresh brine. So this will draw more of the bitter juices out of these walnuts into solution. So then we cover that up and we've got to leave that again for another week. So please check back in another week when we'll do an update on pickling these and putting them in jars. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.